This is actually bigger than the BYD Dolphin or the EA1, which is about to hit many countries around the world. I prefer this. BYD, bring this one instead of the Dolphin. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think. BYD have revealed a new electric car. It's old, but it's new. And it's very cheap. I think it looks a little bit like what a Tesla Model 2 would look like in terms of dimensions. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm the Electric Viking. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome back, everyone else. If you're a Patreon, thank you so much for watching and subscribing to the channel and supporting us. It's the reason we can keep doing this and keep making so much content. We're now nearly at 3,000 videos for the last 23 months. Now, if you'd like to become a patron or support the channel in any way, I'll put a link in the description below. The all-new electric BYD E2. You know, BYD have so many electric cars they're making. The Seagull is about to come out. Meant to be the first car with a sodium-ion battery. The Sea Lion, the Han, the EA1 Dolphin, the Atto 3, the Tang. The list goes on and on and on. There's so many models. I'm losing count. How do they do so many models and make a profit? I mean, imagine the number of production lines they must have to have. Well, they do have a lot of car factories all over China. What they tend to do is, when another car company goes bankrupt, they go in, buy that factory dirt cheap, and turn it into one of their new electric car factories. And they do it very, very quickly. The E2 was launched in China just the other day, with 405 kilometers, or around about 250 miles of range, and a price of $14,950 US. The first customers get 2 years of free internet connection and a lifetime warranty for the powertrain. Now, this E2 was initially launched as a model aimed at taxis. BYD's kind of, it's not really concerned about taxi services anymore. Yes, taxis do buy these cars en masse in China. It's one of the key reasons for them being so popular, because essentially the taxi owners tell other people, yeah, I've done 1 million kilometers or 1 million miles in my electric BYD. And other people go, oh, okay, they must be good, and they go and buy them. It's one of the key reasons why BYD vehicles sell so well in China is word of mouth, not marketing, word of mouth. In 2020, BYD sold 19,612 of these E2 hatchbacks, but that was the old version. This is the new one. In 2021, they sold 34,265, but in 2022, they stopped production until they made this new version this year. The E-Platform now uses the new E-Platform 3.0. It's a much better car. It has the new BYD Blade battery, and it has the Ocean Series interior, which is much better than the previous interior, but still not that great in comparison to competitors like the MG4 or the Aura Good Cat. Its exterior design, though, I think looks pretty good. The headlights are the same, but the front fascia looks more electric. Looks like the old grille now is more of an electric style grille. What are the dimensions? Well, it's very similar in terms of dimensions to the Aura Good Cat, the MG4, and is a little bit bigger than the Dolphin. It's 4,260 millimeters long, 1,760 millimeters wide, and 1,530 millimeters high. Wheelbase is 2,610 millimeters. It's a little bit longer than the previous model. Now, this is a similar dimensions, in my opinion, to what the affordable $25,000 Tesla Model 2 is. We do have details now on the Model 2 battery pack size, interestingly, sort of similar to this, and we have details on the chemistry. I'll put a link in the description to the video I made about that. The E2 interior has been remade, and clearly it's similar to the Atto 3, which many of you know if you're from Australia or from Thailand or New Zealand. Actually, many countries now that have bought the Atto 3. That center screen is 12 inches in size, and it has an 8.8 inch screen directly in front of the driver. Plus, it also has a heat pump as standard, so the efficiency of this vehicle is actually a little bit higher than some of BYD's other cars. The battery pack, 43.2 kilowatt hour LFP battery. It's a bit smaller than the other batteries I was talking about before, and it powers a very low power motor. It's a 95 horsepower motor, which is around about 70 kilowatt, giving it probably higher efficiency. So it's not fast, this car, but it's definitely going to be efficient. 405 kilometers on the CLTC cycle. WLT, you're probably looking at about 350, which is a pretty good range for a car with this size, with that size battery pack. It's not a big pack, and it's LFP. I mean, all the experts said lithium iron phosphate battery chemistry really low. Well, as you can see, it doesn't really apply to BYD's EVs. So I'm not sure that that's really true. I mean, have a look at, say, for example, a Volkswagen EV. You'll find that BYD's EVs are more efficient per kilowatt hour in similarly sized vehicles versus Volkswagen's cars, which don't use LFP batteries. They use nickel-based chemistry, and they should be much more energy efficient and more energy dense battery packs, but for some reason, it doesn't seem to work out that way. Could be the MEB platform. Now it's time to look at the price range. Base model costs $14,950. It's not a super cheap car, but hey, let's be honest, this is the kind of car that would sell incredibly well in Europe. I think it'll sell well in Europe. BYD don't plan on making millions of this model. They've got so many models, they just make lots of all of them. But I think this car, it's really well priced. The dimensions are really good. The boot size is good. The interior space is good. It's not the greatest looking car ever. Very practical though. That's what the masses need. And that is why I like it. Now let me know your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.